What's going on, guys? We are headed out this morning to go help one of our install crews replace a split system, just a 2.5 ton Goodman system. Service is pretty slow right now, at least for today, so we're gonna go hang out over there today and give them boys a hand. So it's about a 13 or 14-year-old Goodman system, if I'm not mistaken. It's wasn't installed very well, let's put it that way. So surprisingly, it lasted as long as it did, but we're gonna swing over there and see how much video we can get. More than likely, it's just gonna be mostly video of the outside. There's gonna be quite a few people there. I think it'll be about 4 or 5 of us, and also this particular customer likes to come out, likes to ask questions and kind of hang out. So I'm gonna try my best to get as much footage as I can, but we'll see. So we're gonna head on over there and see what today brings. So stay tuned. All right, here's the air handler we're changing out. Again, it's a 2.5 ton Goodman. It's actually, we're going back in with a 3 ton 5-stage Bryant. As you can see, this is a 12-inch, and they have this return completely panned off, no squared around, no nothing. And then on the supply, we again have 12-inch, which snakes all the way back there. So what we're gonna do is we are going to come off of our new air handler, 16-inch metal pipe, reduced to 14 somewhere a little bit down the line, and then we're gonna keep 12 far down that line. So it's gonna go 16, 14 to 12 on the supply, and I believe our return is gonna be 16. It's gonna be a little snug up here. As you can see, our air handler is already butted up against here, and this new, we're putting in a 005 air handler to get the efficiency ratings with the 3 ton, and so that air handler is going to come out a little bit farther and be a little bit taller. So we'll have to see how well that'll fit here. We may have to possibly spin the air handler basically where I'm sitting, but we'll let the lead installer decide what's going to be best for that. But yeah, I just wanted to get a look up here before they get started. So we're going to climb out and go take a look at the outdoor. Alright, here is our outside victim, our Goodman. I don't remember how old it is. Data tag's pretty much roached, but yeah, this is what we're looking at. So it does have looks like a stucco pad right there. So more than likely what we're going to do is dig that stucco pad out and put our replacement pad right there, try to get things leveled up. But yeah, we're going to replace the whip. I'm not sure if we're replacing the disconnect. We'll look in there, but we're going to go ahead and get this thing pumped down so we can get this day started. All right, got our condenser pulled out. Got that old stucco pad out. We'll try to level out this center as much as possible. I think our pad should fit in there 36-36. So we'll put that new pad in there. So I'm not going to really fool with any of this other decorative stuff. So, but yeah, coming along nicely. Probably going to have to possibly reuse some of this. Our unit is going to have the service ports on basically a 45, just like this is on a corner. And like I said, more than likely I'm going to swap out that disconnect. It's in good condition, but it's got a 3/4 knockout in it, and we're going to run a 1/2-inch whip. So I'm going to more than likely just change that disconnect. Well, we got everything ripped out. You can see they were some heavy smokers. Almost looks like the unit burned up, but it didn't. It's just tar and nicotine deposited in the unit. It's gonna be hard to see because it's real sunny out here. You can see the blower housing compared to this capacitor that was changed a few months back. You can really see it on this coil. And this coil was cleaned about 4 months ago. As you can see, all this tar, like literally dripping off of it. Good stuff. But yeah, so far so good. My apprentice is brazing in the condenser now. So yeah, we'll go see how that's going. We got our little Bryant 5-stage put in place. My apprentice is brazing in the air handler right now. So we got our nitrogen purging. Went ahead and swapped this pad out. Put in a new disconnect. So we got our valve cores up there, got our appions hooked up. And yeah, so far so good. We squared the pad up with the wall, so it does look a little bit off right here, but that's only because these cinder blocks around here are off level. But so far so good. But we'll wait to get the okay. Once everything's brazed in inside, we'll go ahead and start our pressure test. But so far so good. And it's a beautiful day for it too. Low humidity, only about 80 degrees, so can't beat it. All right, we're pulling our vacuum now. Not sure if you'll be able to see that. I'll insert some screenshots. But we've been running for 14 minutes and we've been below our target, which is 300 microns, for almost 10 minutes. It got about 20 seconds before the blue vac alarms that it's ready for our decay test. Not sure if you can see that screen, but 230 some microns, and it's about to alarm right now. And that's just telling us that we've been under target for 10 minutes, which again our target was 300 microns. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and isolate both valve core removers and put it in a decay test for about 10 minutes, and we'll see where we stand. And this, by the way, is just the 2 hose setup, 2 half-inch hoses. This is 1/2 inch by 3/8, and then each one of these 1/2 inch appions is 6 foot long, 3/8 on this side, 1/4 inch on those, in case anybody was interested. But we're going to go ahead and start our decay test and see where we go. Alright guys, finally up and running. A lot of duct alterations to make. You can see our pressures, superheating, subcooling. The camera will focus. There you go. 12.7 subcooling, 6.9 superheat. Basically what we do on this 5-stage is the user interface will tell you how much refrigerant you need to add. Basically all you need to do is take your suction line, in this case 3/4 inch, and how long the suction line is. You don't have to factor in any 90s, anything like that. Just how long the suction line is in total. You plug it into the user interface and it will tell you how much total charge the system needs. Then all you do is go out to the data tag. You can see here 6.38 pounds. You just take whatever the user interface tells you, the total charge, subtract the factory charge, which is what comes in the unit, and that gives you the number that you need to put in this system. In this case, we're at 1.5 pounds. And our subcooling, because you always want to check that as well just to make sure, but you have a little subcooling chart on here. It used to tell you on this data tag, but now you can see it says indoor TXV subcooling label. This is the label that they're talking about. So basically all you do, it's really simple. You just get your outdoor temperature, which is right there, ours being 80. You'll go up to where those lines intersect and go over to the left, and you can see our subcooling is supposed to be just over 17.5. But with the house being so warm, so humid, not quite sure if we're going to get there. I've got the required refrigerant added in, so I'm not going to add any more in at this point. What we're going to do is leave it like it is for now. Come back once the house is cooled down,
and then we'll recheck these numbers. But as you can see, we're getting pretty close. But yeah, everything else is done. So we are calling it good. We're gonna pack up and get up out of here before the sun goes down. But hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.